Hunzinger sets it up to Beeson. Bring in the hammer. Oh, heck yes. With the screen, Emily Luce. Now the right corner, Megan Luce for three. Tickles the twine. Yes. Right there at the left side elbow, cross-court pass. Bell's right corner three is up. And good. Camden Bell from downtown. And fly ball there in the left field. The left fielder will miss the ball. Camden Gibson at third base. And that's going to be a high fly ball there into deep left center field and down near the wall. So Estep there with an RBI double. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com, and also in affiliate. All right, folks, apologize about that. Our audio got cut off randomly. But nonetheless, again, welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com, again, in affiliation with the IHSA Champions Network, again, here from beautiful Raider Field here in Selma, Indiana. 6-14 Delta Lady Eagles taking on your 2-14 Wapahani Lady Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius, alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Here with another night of Wapahani Raiders softball here this evening as we get right into things here with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDS PC, again a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Wapahani looking to get back to their winning ways here tonight. No doubt it's going to be another tough ball game here. You know, you play against a Delaware County opponent here such as Delta. A little bit of a down year, but they're usually always good. And so, just like I mentioned last week, not only are you here to win a ball game, but you're here to defend your home field. And, there's a sense of pride, not only, every time you go out there and lace up your cleats, but also to be able to play on your home field. I think that every team has that sense of pride to defend it and to go out here and do everything you can to hopefully win. And to put your best foot forward, as a season, the regular season winds down, we'll be heading into postseason play next week. I think that there's no doubt, you want to end the regular season on a high note right here, and tonight would definitely, be a step in the right direction. You have another one on Wednesday night. It's going to be senior night against Oak Hill. Again, that's going to be weather permitting. It is forecasted for rain on Wednesday night, but you want to finish up the regular season going strong, playing your very best softball. So then, come tournament time, again, as I've alluded to many of times throughout the years, anything can happen any given day. It doesn't make a difference what the record is, because especially when you get into postseason play, everybody's 0-0. So whatever happened in the regular season doesn't necessarily always carry over into the postseason. You hope that victories do, but not necessarily always the case. And so these ladies have got to continue to play the game the right way, play fundamentally sound on the defensive side of the softball. And then offensively, we got to get the bats going early and often here. We've got to have production 1 through 9. Putting the ball in play, cut down on the strikeouts, making the defense make plays, little things like that that could change the outcome of a ball game, just by simply putting the ball in play. So a lot of things we're looking forward to tonight, and hopefully it'll be a great night here for your Wapahani Raiders softball team. as they take on the Delta Eagles here tonight. So now we'll transition here to tonight's starting lineups. Again, that was our Raiders Live pregame there, presented by Dr. Care J. Wolf, DDSPC. Now as we have our Alfred Rods and Custom starting lineup here tonight for the visiting Delta Eagles. Leading off and playing left field, number 3, Haley Lozer. Batting second and playing center field, number 8, Addie Smith. Batting third and playing first base, number 7, Caden Freiberger. Batting cleanup and pitching for the Eagles, number 16, Caitlin Burns. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Destiny Drown. Batting sixth and catching, number 10, Jordan Hughes. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 5, Haley Hamilton. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 4, Ava West. And then batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 2, Everly Carter. Again, the Delta Eagles are coached by Caitlin Grimm and assisted by Jillian Evans and Aaron Heflin. So again, that is tonight's Alfred Rods and Custom starting lineup there for the visiting team this evening, the Delta Lady Eagles. And now we'll take a look here tonight at your Wapahani Raiders. Again, coming into the ball game, 2-14, looking for victory number 3 here tonight from beautiful Raider Field. So the starting lineup again presented here by Alfred Rods and Customs will look like this here for the Raiders. Leading off and catching, 00, Briley Kahali-Como. Batting second and pitching, number 1, Zoe Koger. Batting third and playing left field, number 7, Journey Maines. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop, number 4, Claire Merle. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 22, Lila Chambers. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 2, Kendall Carpenter. Batting seventh and playing center field, number 14, Malia Simpson. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 9, Emma Bailey. And then batting ninth and playing third base, number 8, Braylon Patterson. Again, your Raiders coached by Jeff Masters and assisted by Ashton Painter and Abby Hollingsworth. So again, that is tonight's Alfred Rods and Custom starting lineup. Make sure to stay right here with us as we have tonight's national anthem and tonight's first pitch here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again here from a beautiful Raider field here for this evening's game between the Delta Lady Eagles and your Wapahani Lady Raiders. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As tonight's first pitch, we'll get tonight's game officially underway here at 5:06 p.m. here on this Monday, May the 19th. Of 2025. So 1-0 the count. So base hit there in the right field. We'll get the party started here tonight for Haley Lozer. So she is down at first with a leadoff single. And that's going to bring up the center fielder, number 8, Addie Smith, here for the Eagles. The pitch here from Koger. And that's going to miss just high there for ball one. Again, our East Jackson Auto Sales defensive alignment here tonight. Journey Mains out and left. Melina Simpson in center. Emma Bailey over and right. As that pitch will be, I thought actually that was going to head into foul territory. Instead, that falls just in fair territory down the right field line. So that will be another single. That will move Lozer up to third base. So Smith down at first, Lozer at third, Caden Freiberger at the plate here for the Eagles. But again, Emma Bailey there and right around the horn here in the infield. We have Braylon Patterson as well as Claire Merle, Kendall Carpenter, and then Lila Chambers. Simpson will make the catch there in center. No tag there at third. So one pitch, one out there, Freiberger.
Great catch by Melina Simpson.
So with one down, that's going to bring to the plate the pitcher, number 16, Caitlin Burns, looking to help herself here in this top half of the first inning. Koger rocks back. Here's a pitch. Popped up in the right field, and Emma Bailey there with the catch. The throw home will not be in time, but a nice job well done right there by Emma Bailey. So 2 outs now in the inning. A run does come on home to score. Sacrifice fly RBI there for Caitlin Burns. So Destiny Drown now to plate for Delta. So in there for a called strike. Nothing and one here on Drown. Here's the 0-1. Popped up, found back, and out of play. So now the count's quickly here at 0-2. Again, if Koger and the Raiders can only hold them to 1 run, I would consider that a success, considering you had first and third, nobody out to begin the inning. Strike 3, pull the chainsaw as Drown is down on strikes to end the inning. So Delta does play to run. They get 1 run here on 2 hits, also no errors and 1 left. We'll head here to the home half the first. 1-0 Delta leads it. We'll be back with more here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on our next Elite Real Estate inning break as we head to the bottom half of the first inning again here from beautiful Raider Field. Raiders will lead things off here tonight with the catcher, 00 Briley Kahale-Como. Again, the lone senior here for the Raiders. We're going to get the offense going early and often. That's going to be shot at right out there in the right field. And that's going to be a leadoff base hit here for Briley Kahale-Como. So that right there, boys and girls, is how you get the party started. So Kahale-Como down at first. And that's going to bring to the plate the pitcher. It's number 1, Zoe Koger. As Koger will look to help herself out right here. She'll look to get a board. Fly ball there in the deep center field. Center fielder will head back and make the catch for out number 1 here in the inning. So quick work there of Koger's. That's going to bring up the left fielder, number 7, Journey Maines. Again, here's Maines will look to help out her teammates. The throw down to second will not be in time. So 1-0 the count. You got a stolen base there by Kahale-Como. And a golden opportunity here for Maines to get a run up on the board here for the Raiders. That pitch will sail high for ball 2. And an absolutely beautiful evening for some Raiders softball here tonight. As that pitch in there for a called strike now, 2-1. And temperature right around, I think it's been right around 70, 72 degrees today. Absolutely beautiful, sunny outside. Gotta love it. So 2-2, back-to-back strikes here to Maines with Claire Merle waiting on deck. And here's the 2-2 offering. That's going to be upstairs. A throw down to third, and she's going to be toast. So the base runner erased. I don't know if there was a missed sign right there or what exactly happened. But nonetheless, 2 down now in the inning. And it's 3-2 the count. Here's a payoff pitch. Ground ball and a shortstop down. The first will be in time. That's going to end the inning. So after a leadoff hit, nothing will come of it here for Wapahani here in the home half of the first inning. No runs on 1 hit. Also no errors and nobody left on. To the top of second we go. Delta 1, Wapahani 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here in the top of the second inning. Again here from Raider Field as we welcome in the opening batter here of the inning. That's going to be Jordan Hughes. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a pitch, ground ball. It's going to get by the third baseman there in the left field. So already the third hits here of the night.
Next up to bat, we have number 5
for the Eagles. So the leadoff base runner on. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 5, Haley Hamilton. The pitch from Koger. And that's going to be down the right field line. That's going to get by the right fielder. Bailey will get it back in, but it will not be in time as that will be an RBI triple for the Eagles as they will now take a 2-0 lead.
Next up to bat, we have number 4, Ava West.
So again, Hughes scores there on the triple. Credit Hamilton there with the RBI. And now we've got the right fielder, number 4, Ava West, standing in here for the Eagles. So that pitch upstairs for ball 1. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be laced there in the center field. And that's going to plate the third run of the ball game. So 3 consecutive hits for the Eagles to begin the visiting half of the second inning.
Next up to bat is number 2, Everly Carter.
So credit Ava West there with the RBI. She is now down at first base. Still nobody out. That pitch will miss low and inside. She will now go ahead and take second base. So 1-0 here on Everly Carter. The 1-0 offering. Low in the dirt for ball 2. Good job right there by Kaheli Como. Being able to smother that pitch and not allow that one to get by. Swung on and missed. Nice looking pitch right there from Zoe Koger. And keeping it low and away right there. So 2-1 the count. Here's the offering. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Looks like about the same location and same pitch right there. So Koger looking to erase Carter here in the at-bat. Here's the 2-2. And that's going to be lined there in the right center field down for another hit. And another run will come on home to score to make this a 4-0 lead. So again, West scores off after the RBI single from Everly Carter. And so back to the top of the order here, and Haley Lozer, as that pitch can be fouled off to the third base side and out of play. Again, 4 consecutive hits to begin this visiting half the second inning. The count is 0-1 here on Lozer. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. One ball, one strike, one on, nobody out. The pitch. And I kind of had Kaheli Como a little baffled, I think, right there. I don't know if the wind might have played a little bit of a factor in the movement of that pitch or what. It seemed like that ball just kind of floated and then took a hard right. Swung on and missed strike 2. So 2-2 count here on Lozer. Koger with a wind up the pitch. Ground ball here to the shortstop. The throw on the first one not be in time. And so runners on the corners.
Smith.
Again, Merle fielded it well. I mean, maybe a slight bobble, but tell you what, Loser with plenty of speed, easily able to reach first base there on the hit. So again, Carter advances to third, Loser at first. Annie Smith now to plate, center fielder here for the Eagles. And there for a called strike, 0-1. There's Loser. We'll go ahead and take second base. Again, make it 5 consecutive hits to begin the inning. The pitch. That's going to climb the ladder there for ball 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Addie Smith. Koger rocks back the pitch. That's going to be nubbed back, foul, and out of play. Good job there by Koger on that pitch, kind of getting in Smith's kitchen. Or better known as getting the ball inside. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Again, 2-1, nobody out to pitch. And deep fly ball there in the left center field. That's going to get over the head there of Maines. 1 run will score. Loser around third. She will score. And Smith right there with a 2 RBI triple to make this a 6-0 lead.
Next up to bat, we have number 7, Caden Freiberger.
So that is now the second triple here of the inning. So again, 1-0 the counts here on Caden Freiberger. Again, runner at third, and again, unfortunately here for the Raiders, we've yet to get anybody out, and that one's going to fall in the right center field as another run will come on home to score and make that an RBI double.
Next up to bat, we have number 16.
So again, Smith scores there on the play on the double from Freiberger. So she's at second. Pitcher number 16, Caitlin Burns, at the plate. In there for a called strike. That pitch will miss low. So the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Freiberger at second. 6 runs have scored so far here in the second inning. And again, unfortunately, the Raiders have yet to record an out yet. Again, they have had 7 consecutive hits to begin the inning. 2 of those triples. And that's going to be right back up the middle, and that's going to score another run. Simpson will get it in. We're going to have a play there at second base, and it will not be in time.
Next up to bat, we have number 12.
So Burns there with an RBI double. Freiberger again scores there on the double there from Burns. And we'll have a brief mound visit here. Again, they had 2 hits there in the second, or there in the first inning. They've had 8 consecutive hits here so far from the Eagles. So it looks like we will have a pitching change. And so we will step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, so the pitching change again. Lila Chambers now on the rubber here for the Raiders. Again, coming on in relief there of Zoe Koger. Again, Koger now moves from the pitcher's mound to behind home plate, and Kahali Como now the first baseman. Swung on and missed strike two. Again, Destiny Drown at the plate. Chambers gets the signs. Here's the pitch. And that's going to get by the third baseman there in the left field. And that will bring another run on home. So make this a 9-0 ball game.
22, Lila Chambers. And up to bat, we have number 10, Jordan Hughes.
So again, Burns scored. RBI single for Drown. And so the Eagles have batted around here in the inning and have yet to even get an out. Okay, so she did not. They said that she did not touch home plate, so make this a 8-0 ball game.
Just leave it. I would just leave it, and when they score next, you just, odds are they're going to score again before the end of this inning. So it's not a big deal.
Nicely done right there by Braylon Patterson. Was trying to get all of that squared away here. So two down now in the inning.
Braylon Patterson. Next up to bat, we have number 5, Haley Hamilton.
So again, Hughes out there on the line out there at third baseman. Now we've got Haley Hamilton at the plate. That
They don't score again.
sail upstairs there, 1-0 the count.
Just don't give them in the next inning.
Well, it's not my fault. The umpire didn't wait until the last possible minute. There's the 1-1 pitch. And in the center field, that's going to get by Simpson. So 1 run scores.
If she wasn't so slow.
So a RBI double to now make this a 9-0 ball game.
Next up to
So
bat,
again,
number
Drown
4,
scored there on the
Ava
play.
West.
Okay, so they all rotated out there.
And Ava West now at the plate.
She's got one journeys.
Okay, so now we've got Claire Merle that moved from shortstop to center field. Simpson now from center to left, and Journey Maines from left to shortstop. So swung on and missed right there. 0-1 the count here on West. Here's a pitch. Dribbler here to the third base side, foul. So 0-2 here on West. Again, Delta here with 10 hits here in this top of the second inning. They have scored 8 runs. We're trying to limit it to just that. Popped up right side of the infield. Kahali Como is there, and she'll make the catch for the third and final out of the inning.
Great catch by first baseman.
But again, the Eagles play 8 runs here on 10 hits here in the top of the second inning and lead at 9-0 after an inning and a half. Stick right here with us. Bottom half of the second inning coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Up to the plate.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom half of the second inning. Again here from beautiful Raider Field. As we bring to the plate the shortstop, or not the shortstop anymore, the center fielder, number 4, Claire Merle. So 1-0 the count here on Claire. The Raiders had a multitude of position changes there in this top half of the second inning. So an even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Here on the Raiders center fielder. Here's a 1-1 to Merle. Yeah, that's going to sail high for ball 2. See, the Raiders have 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up here in the home half of the second inning. Popped up right center field, and that continued to sail right there. Nice piece of hitting there by Claire Merle. She's on her way there to second base, so a leadoff double. Heck yes, Claire Merle. So hopefully that's just a sign of even greater things to come here for the Raiders offensively here in this bottom half of the second inning. As now what's going to bring up the pitcher, number 22, Lila Chambers. There's the 2-0, or the 0-0, goodness sakes. So 1-0 the count here on Chambers. Merle second. And it's right there to the second baseman. She'll make the catch for out number 1. But, you put the bat on the ball.
Up to bat, we have number
I mean, that's half the battle right there. Now it's just finding a way to get on base. But never going to know is, if you don't, do your best to put the ball in play right there. So, Chambers was able to do that. Hopefully next time around she'll find her way aboard. That's in there for a called strike. So 0-1 the count. Here to the second base, number 2, Kendall Carpenter. Swung on and missed strike 2. There's the windup, the pitch from Burns, and Carpenter will go down swinging. There for the second out here of the inning. And now the left fielder, number 14, Malia Simpson, stands in.
That's about. We have number 14, Malia Simpson.
So a brief stoppage right here. Brief pause in the action. And now we're ready to go again. Simpson looking to cash in here for the Raiders. And that's going to be served out there in the right field. Merle will make the turn. And, oh boy. And Merle's out. So that will do it here for the bottom half of the second inning. 9-0 is your score. We'll be back right after these messages. All right, folks, again, welcome back here with our next only real estate inning break. It's a 9-0 Delta lead here in the
Number 2.
top of the third inning. Going to hear from beautiful Raider Field here on this Monday, May the 19th, 2025. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. So, want to know the count here on the shortstop, number 2, Everly Carter. Here's the 1-0. Little nub shot here to the right side, foul. So that will even the count at a ball and a strike. And a fly ball there in the left field. That's going to get over the head of Simpson. So that will be a leadoff triple here for Everly Carter. And so back to top the lineup now with the left field, number 3, Haley Lozer. In there for a called strike. So nothing and a 1 again. 2 for 2 nights so far from Lozer. Pair of singles, a couple of runs scored. One ball and 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Chambers. Swung on and missed, strike 2. There's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, first base side. That's going to get foul. So we will redo it again here at a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball, first baseman, Kahali Como. Nicely done right there. 3 unassisted put away there for out number 1. Again, Delta does score the run.
Next up to bat is number 8, Addie Smith.
But again, a big out right there. So again, Carter does score. RBI there for Lozer. As Addie Smith steps in at home plate. Chambers here with a windup and a pitch. Popped up, shallow right field, and nice hustle there by Carpenter. Unable to get to it in time. And then by Emma Bailey to get that ball back in there quickly.
Except about we have
So a 1-out single there by Addie Smith. That makes her now 3 for 3 here on the day. And that will now bring up the first baseman, number 7, Caden Freiberger. Freiberger, 1 for 2 here on the evening. So the count here at 1 ball and no strikes with 1 on. Here's the pitch. That's going to sail wide there for ball 2. Nice looking pitch right there from Chambers. Gets a called strike there now, 2-1 the count. So back-to-back good pitches here from Chambers to Freiberger. Puts him in a much better position right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on the pitch. Upstairs for ball 3. So that will run the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chambers here with a payoff pitch. And that's going to be fouled off down the third baseline. So we will redo it again here at 3-2. Payoff pitch once again. Ground ball, and that's going to be right through the wickets. There, Patterson. She's like, how'd that even happen? Which really, in all honesty, it looked like that she had got her glove down. I looked like to me just didn't bend down enough right there to keep the ball in front of her. But it looked like the ball might have just jumped right over the glove and there in the left field. So nonetheless, it is what it is now. You just got to put that in rear view mirror and, to be quite frank with you, just look to get this batter right here, right now. So 2-0 the count here to Caitlin Burns. And Smith at second, Freiberger at first. 2-0 count, the pitch from Chambers. Yeah, it's going to be fouled off. So now make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, we'll be back at it on Wednesday night, weather permitting, for senior night. Hope you guys tune in there for that. I believe that will be a 5:30 start time. And just out of the reach actually there of Patterson. It was a foul ball anyway. But nice hustle there by Braylon. Tried to get over there in time to make the catch. That would have been a nice snag right there from Braylon. But nonetheless, here 2-2 the count here on Burns. So a little bit high now as that ball got away from Kahali Como. And Delta's going to end up scoring a run out of it. So an error there on the throw. Ground ball, it's going to get through and into the left side. There, the infield into the outfield and make that a RBI double. So nice hitting there from Burns.
Bat number 12, Destiny Drown.
Freiberger scores. Popped up into center field, and Merle unable to get there in time. And now make that an RBI triple.
Next up to bat number 10, Jordan Hughes.
So Hughes now stands in. And that triple there from Drown played another run. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Maines down to first, will not be in time. So another infield hit for Hughes. Scores Drown from third base.
That was number 5, Haley Hamilton.
And a pitch. Ground ball here to the third baseman, down to first. Will be in time. Second out here in the inning. So 5-3 put away. Nice job there by Braylon Patterson to make a fine play.
Next.
So Ava West will now step in for the Eagles as time has been called. And it looks like we'll have a courtesy runner. It's going to be number 9, Brielle Adams. So Adams at second is the courtesy runner.
Ava West.
And Ava West will step in. Ground ball to shortstop. Maines will collect the throw to first. Nicely done right there. Journey Maines with a fine play at short. And that will end the inning here in the top of the third. So 6-3 put away as, the Eagles scored 5 more here in the top third inning, making this a 14-0 lead after 2.5. We'll step aside. We'll be back here with your bottom half third here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
The moments we live for, we celebrate, we must protect. This is what the IHSAA Foundation does every day. By providing scholarships to student athletes, developing coaches and athletic directors, recruiting and retaining high school officials, and awarding grants to IHSAA member schools, we can protect the future of high school sports for the next generation of Hoosiers. Will you join us? We need your help on our team. Donate today at ihsaafoundation.org.
Starting it off for the Wapahani Raiders is number 99, Emma Bailey.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. A multitude of changes here for Delta, and one of them
Right now we have number
is
14, Addison Shipley.
number 14, Addison Shipley, now the pitcher for the Eagles. So Emma Bailey stands in, looking to cash in here for the Raiders. So 2-1 the count here on Emma Bailey. We got 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up here in the home half third. So 3 balls, no strikes here on Emma Bailey. The pitch. And that's in there for a called strike, too. Just got to find a way to put ball in play right here. Try to make something happen. Here's a payoff pitch. And that's going to be low and inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk here to Emma Bailey. Job well done. As she will reach first base. Now it's going to bring up the third baseman, number 8, Braylon Patterson. And obviously the scoreboard a little daunting, but again, I wouldn't be, focused on what the score is right now. You just want to well, first and foremost, you got to have base runners. I mean, you can't score runs with nobody on base or hits. And walks. There's just so many things that have to go right. Throw down the first one not being in time, but again, we've got to have base runners. And then we've got to find a way to bring them on home and chip away here at the lead. You're not going to get all 14 runs back at one time. But the main thing is one batter at a time, find a way to get on base. Two and one the count. Gets the bunt down. The throw down the first will be in time. But a well-placed bunt there by Braylon Patterson. Moves the runner up to second base.
Up to bat, 0-0, Briley Calicomo.
So one down inning. Bailey at second. And top of the lineup here, that's first baseman, 0-0, Briley Calicomo at the plate. She is 1 for 1 here on the day. That's high and away for ball 2. The 2-0 here to Calicomo popped up first base side, and that will get out of play. So the count here at 2-1. Getting plenty of open real estate out there. The pitch high there for ball 3. Here's the 3-1 offering, and that will be ball 4. So a couple of walks here in the inning. We'll put runners here at first and second. Again, nice patience shown there by Calicomo. And that's going to bring up the catcher, number 1, Zoe Kogert. Here in a brief moment in time, we will have looks like a courtesy runner here for the Raiders. Out at second base. It's going to be number 15, Cheyenne Keel. So again, Keel now at second base, replacing Emma Bailey.
Stepping up to the plate is number 1, Zoe Kogert.
So Kogert steps in here at home plate. Looking to get the Raiders on the board. Here's the pitch. It's going to be right back here at us. So 0-1 the count. Getting Keel with pretty good speed out at second base. Calicomo the same there at first. And in there for a called strike. So nice placement there by Addison Shipley. 0-2 the count. Kogert again got to shorten up, put ball in place somewhere. So that one fouled off to the right side, out of play. As Kogert will continue to battle here in the at-bats. No balls, 2 strikes. Shipley back on the rubber. And the 0-2. Popped up there in the shallow left center field, and they will make the catch for the second out of the inning. And so now that will bring up the shortstop, number 7, Journey Maines. Maines with a golden opportunity right here. Help her team out, and again, whether that be by getting a hit or a walk. Just finding her way on base, being productive. So 0-1 to count here on Mains. Wind up in the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, one strike. Ground ball here to the second base side. Throw on to first will be in time, and that will do it here from the home half of the third inning. As Wapahani does get a couple of base runners via the walk there of Emma Bailey and Brian Kahale-Como, but again, nothing will come of it. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We'll head here to the top of the fourth inning. Delta 14, Wapahani 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
All right, I got some facts.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Top half of the fourth inning, and quickly, as soon as we come back from the break, one pitch and ground ball right back up the middle right there for a leadoff single here for Everly Carter. So Carter down at first. That's her third time on base. And back top the order now with Haley Lozer. And that is actually not Haley Lozer. That is number 9, Brio Adams. So Adams at the plates here for the Eagles. Swung on and missed. Third out of second will not be in time. So again, a 5-3 put away for out number 1. So 1-0 the count here on Smith. And ground ball here. Mains down to first in time. Kahale-Como couldn't make the scoop. So now the Eagles will have runners on the corners after the error in the throw by Mains. So Carter at third, Smith at first, Freiberger at the plates. And that is not Freiberger, actually. They've completely changed everything up. It is number 13, Lily Freimanis, excuse me. And that's going to be a base hit right back up the middle. And there's another base hit in the left field.
Next up at the plate, we have number 1.
So the bases are now loaded. We got number 1, Kaylee Bramlett, at the plate for the Eagles. Again, I have lost track now. I believe that the Eagles have, 20 or 21 hits on the ball game. Okay, so we're going to have a brief stoppage here because Koger has now come out of the dugout. She was catching. She's now going to play shortstop. And let's see, Maines moved to third base, so it looks like Braylon Patterson will now be catching. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like we got all the changes here. So again, Patterson now catching. Again, Koger moved to shortstop. Maines now to third base. 1-0 the count. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be upstairs for ball 2. There we go, called strike. Here's a 2-1 offering from Chambers. Ground ball third base side. That's going to get foul. So an even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Kaylee Bramlett. And Chambers trying to wiggle out of trouble right here. And I'll tell you what, a nice little ground ball double play. That'd be nice. We'd take that all day, every day right here. Here's the 2-2. Or, we'll, oh my. Whew, that was a good-looking pitch there from Chambers. Must have missed low because it was right down Broadway. Here's a payoff pitch. And foul tipped. No, it was not foul tipped. It was just straight up missed, and she stepped on the base. And so that was out number 2. So the strikeout right there, Bramlett. Second out here in the inning. And so now it's Jordan Hughes.
Up at the plate, we have number 10, Jordan.
Standing in. Chambers trying to get out of this inning right here. Again, a ball high. 1-0 the count here on Hughes. And she's been on base twice so far tonight. A couple of singles. Here's the 1-0. That's upstairs for ball 2. Fly ball there in the left field. Simpson's there and will make the catch. And so that will be the third and final out of the inning. So nice job by Chambers and the Raiders to only allow one run there in the top of the fourth inning after the Eagles really threatened for more there with the bases loaded and only one out. So nice job well done here by Wapahani. 15-0 after 3.5. Stay right here with us. We'll have your bottom half of the fourth inning coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
All
right, folks, welcome back here. Bottom half of the fourth inning. It's going to bring up the center fielder, number 4, Claire Merle. And that's a base hit in the right field. Nicely done. A close play there at first initially, but not in time. So Merle right there. That's her second hit of the night. Heck yes. She has 2 of Wapahani's 4 hits here on the evening. So she's on down there at first base, Claire Merle, and Lila Chambers now at the plate.
And the plate number 22, Lila Chambers.
And down in the left center field, back-to-back hits to open up this home half of the fourth inning. So Chambers finding a sweet part of the bat on the softball. Merle at second, Chambers at first, Kendall Carpenter now at the plate. And that pitch in there for a called strike. So nothing on the count here on Carpenter. Following her, Malia Simpson and Emma Bailey. The pitch shows bunt, and did not get the bunt down right there, so now 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. So 1 down here in the inning. And that will bring to the plate the left fielder, number 14, Malia Simpson. And the Raiders here threatening. Ground ball here to the first baseman. She'll collect, touch first base, 3 unassisted. Put out right there for out number 2. But again, putting the ball in play, doing everything you can to make something happen. And not only that, you moved a couple runners up now. Base hit, scores 2. So it was still a productive at bat right there from Simpson.
Number 15, Cheyenne Keel.
And so now we'll have number 15, Cheyenne Keel, standing in. Again, coming in here for Emma Bailey. That pitch high and away for ball 1. Following her will be Braylon Patterson. Here's the 1-0. In there for a called strike. In there for called strike 2. So 1-2 the count here on Keel. And strike three swinging to end the inning. So again, the Raiders threatened here. First to reach base on a single. Nothing, unfortunately, will come of it. As the Eagles lead your Raiders 15-0 at the end of four. Stick right here with us as we head to the top of the fifth. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here. Top of the fifth inning here from Raider Field. Number 5, Haley Hamilton will step in to open up this fifth inning of play. It's 1-0 the count here on Hamilton. Swung on and missed. A nice location on the pitch there from Chambers. Hamilton will step back in there. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. That one's going to be rolled in there to home plate. So 3-1 now on Hamilton. Again, she's been aboard 2 times already. Here's the pitch. And that, for whatever reason, that did not click on the screen as a 3-1 count, so that is now ball 4. So we lead off walk here to Hamilton. Now on base here for the 3rd time tonight, and that's going to bring up number 4, Ava West. So Chambers will look to roll up a ground ball double play right here. A little dribbler right in front of the plate, but then ends up kicking foul. So 0-1 the count here on Ava West. West is 1 for 3 here on the night. Singled, scored a run there in the 2nd inning. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball. Down to 3rd, Mains to 1st, not in time. Again, good throw right there. Unfortunately, Briley just dropped that one there, so now 1st and 2nd. Again, that was a bang play right there anyway. So again, 1st and 2nd now, nobody out. And they said that the base runner left second base early. Okay, so both base runners left the base early. So that now is 2 outs here in the inning. And there was technically no pitch there on Carter. Popped up, foul ground, and nice hustle there by Briley Kahali Como and Braylon Patterson trying to get that one. So again, both runners leaving early. That really helps us out. I mean, considering the score right now. It's highly unlikely that we'll come back in this one, but it's not impossible by any means. Again, the throw down to first, not the greatest ball for Kahale Como to handle right there, so that'll be another error this time here on Journey Mains.
7 up to the plate, number 9, Brielle Adams.
So Adams now at the plate here for the Eagles. One ball, no strikes. And the runner down at first base left first base early again. So that's third out. Oh, this was a good time. Here in the top of the fifth. Hey, the Raiders held them scoreless. Heck yes. We're going to head here to the bottom half of the fifth. 15-0 your score here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here. Next Home Link Real Estate inning break, 15-0. Is your score here as we head here to the bottom half of the fifth inning, and we're going to lead things off here with the catcher, number 8, Braylon Patterson. So the Raiders looking to wreak some havoc. Again, obviously definitely a daunting task right here, but as I mentioned earlier, you've just got to find a way to get on base. And then hopefully you can get enough on base and we can put some runs up on the board here. Swung on and missed. Even count here of a ball and a strike. And outside there for ball 2. Two balls and a strike here on Patterson. The wind up and the pitch. That one's rolled in there for ball 3. Here's a 3-1, and that's going to be upstairs for ball 4. So a leadoff walk there to Braylon Patterson. Nicely done there by Braylon. So reach base, and now top the order here with Briley Kahale Como stepping in. So again, a good opportunity right here. Hopefully the Raiders can put some crooked numbers up on the board. There's a pitch. That one rolled in there. That was a gutter ball there. So want to know the count here on Kahale Como. Koger on deck. Here's the pitch. That will miss outside for ball 2. And here's the 2-0. Upstairs for ball 3. So a very favorable count to hit in right here if you're Kahale Como. I would highly doubt she's swinging. Well, she is. What do I know? I mean, really at this point, we got to lose. I mean, you're down 15-0. We've got to put ball in play and see what happens. So nice piece of hitting there from Briley Kahale-Como. So Patterson at second, Kahale-Como at first, and the let's see, yeah, she's the shortstop now. Zoe Koger at the plate. A lot of these girls have moved multiple positions. It's hard to keep track of all of them now. Luckily, I have it written down, but I've had a lot of X out this, X out that, and so on and so forth. So 0-1 the count here on Koger. The pitch high for ball one. So we've got Journey Maines on deck, then Claire Merle after her. Fouled off, strike two. Again, at the conclusion of the ball game here tonight, make sure to stay right here with us for a very shortened version of our Raiders Live post-game show. Ground ball here to the third base side. Throw on the first will be in time for out number one.
Next up to bat, number 7, Journey Maines.
So Journey Maines looking to cash in here for the Raiders. Here's the pitch. Call the strike. 0-1. Popped up, and that's going to head out of play. So 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2. That's going to miss upstairs for ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Maines. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back at us. So Maines looking to put a charge in the one right here. Getting plenty of real estate out there in the outfield. Or maybe put a big-time charge in the one and send it over the fence. Here's the 1-2. Instead, it's going to be strike three looking. So second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, or not the shortstop, the center fielder.
Claire Merle.
Number 4, Claire Merle. So 1-0 the count here on Claire. Claire is, she's had 2 hits here tonight. She's had a nice evening here at the plate. 2 for 2 so far. That one ball 2. I like to see her collect her 3rd hit right here. Hopefully that'll mean a couple of RBIs to go along with it. There's a 2-0 pitch. Popped up and inside the foul line. 1 run scores. Kahale-Como will also score. Merle will take off for second. And have a day, Claire Merle. 3 for 3 day with a couple of RBIs. Heck yes.
Next up to bat, number 22, Lila Chambers.
So Merle coming up big time right here for the Raiders. And then advanced on the second base on the throw. So 1-0 the count here on Lila Chambers. Popped up, or not popped up, fouled off. So 1 ball and 1 strike the count here on Chambers. 1 for 2 on the night so far. Here's the 1-1. Rolled that one in there for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes, 2 out. 2 runs have come on home to score. Deuce is wild here. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that will do it here tonight from Raider Field. So your final score, the Delta Eagles 15, your Wapahani Raiders 2. Raiders now fall to 2-15 on the season. Again, tough game here tonight. Obviously, we didn't get off to a very good start. Things just unfortunately kind of went south from there. But these girls, they kept fighting, kept trying to do what they can. Unfortunately, just fell on the short end of the stick here tonight. But they'll look to get back at it on Wednesday evening. Again, we hope you guys tune in. As we'll have senior night out here from beautiful Raider Field. Again, weather permitting, it is forecasted to rain tomorrow and Wednesday. So we'll see if we end up having that game Wednesday or not, or if we end up having to potentially reschedule it if we can. But again, that will be senior night this coming Wednesday, so 2 days from now. Really looking forward to being back out here and looking for win number 3 coming up there on Wednesday night. So again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in here this evening. Again, as the final score here, Delta 15, Wapahani 2. Until Wednesday night, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider Field.